shit. Two niggas with attitude.
It's all right, boom. We had the kids. Now you're on your baby father syndrome. But before you got to your baby father syndrome, you still had some growing to do because you still in the streets, right?
Even when I was baby father syndrome, I still had going through, even doing that. I didn't even, I'm gonna keep 1,000 with you, bro. I grew when I hit prison. When I hit prison, bro, I had a rude awakening. I had a rude awakening, bro. It's like, I was a juvenile, I was doing all this shit, and I glorified it. It was the thing to do. And then it's like, boom, I loved my kids so much. And being away from them, it tore me.
Felt some kind of way.
It tore me. So, and the best thing ever happened to me was I caught a case in there, and we went to solitary confinement. We was and it put me in a corner. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I was the man. They put me in a corner, and it was nobody near me. You know what I'm saying?
One cell on the end of the wall.
Yep.
And the other cell empty.
Yep.
Oh,
other 3 cell empty.
Oh, it's a wrap. Didn't talk to nobody.
So, and I had to really get a rude awakening, bro. And then they went to high desert. Then they put me, you know what I'm saying, went there, and I see my little homie. My little homie was up in there. He'd been down like 13 years at this time. Like he was like 10 years at this time, 12 years at the time, or whatever. And so I seen him, bro, and it just sitting there. I just broke down, bro. Like I couldn't. I got 5 kids, bro. At this time I was in jail, I got 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? And even my kids, like, me and my kids had a certain bond. Like, especially the babies. I had 2 babies at the time that was
smaller babies.
They're small. It was like
it's
2.
Not to cut you off, but just so I have a clear understanding as well as TV land. You're 24 at this time, right?
24.
With 5 kids.
5 kids.
On your 7-year bid.
On the way to do 7 years.
First time in the pen.
First time in the pen.
You got the small ones, which is 1 or 2, 3 years old, right?
2 years old. They both 2.
Nigga don't want to be away from his babies because that's the growing stage.
See, I had my kids back to back, so I got one son that was like 6. Then I had 2 4-year-olds, and then 2 3-year-olds.
Oh,
no, 2
wow.
3-year-olds and 2 2-year-olds.
Yeah, they gonna wonder where daddy at.
Right.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, nigga, I got small kids, you know what I'm saying? Just like, even though me and my baby mom had so much stuff, but just being around them and beefing, we not beefing, and all that stuff, it put like a toll on me, like, you feel me? Like, boom, it's like, it just started me going to jail, I'm sitting in that hole, bro, and it tore me. It broke me down. I broke all the way down, and then I read something in the book. It told me, it said, everything to build something beautiful, you got to tear down a foundation that was on before that. If you don't tear down the foundation, it'll be built on bullshit foundation. So you got to tear down everything to ground zero.
Yeah, rebuild.
You got to rebuild,
restructure.
So I had to be tore down. I thought it was this man. I thought it was just this top of it. I'm gonna be the super gang member. And nigga can't tell me nothing.
Hold that piece right there. Hold that. I need you to repeat that. To TV land, man. I need you to repeat that to the youngest to understand. You had to be what?
Tore down.
Tore down.
That image, the ego, all that shit had to be tore down to scratch. Had to be and the only reason I could be tore down is through keep my child. So he knew I love my child so much. So me fighting 19 more years and being away from my kids more than the years I'm already away from my kids, I couldn't do it. It was my breaking point. Life. That's the problem. My first 5 kids, bro. The problem is I was never there. I was always, nigga, the hood was before anything.
Yeah.
Some shit happened in the set, then we finna shut shit down. My boy got shot, all right, I'm not coming home. You won't see me for a couple of weeks.
That's pure neglect that we were doing as men to our children. And I did the same thing to my firstborn, my son. So that's why I say, you know, I cheated him in ways because I didn't give him that fatherly quality time. See, Nino and Nina, my twins, man, I laid in bed. We didn't went to sleep together. I didn't play with them till we didn't fell asleep. You know what I mean? Type of shit. You know, just fatherly shit. Times where I didn't leave the house for days because I'm with them. I gotta be with them. I'm forced. So it was like to be in that frame of mind and to have that turning point for you. That's some commendable shit, man. Because that's when grown men shit kicks in. It
kicked in heavy too. It kicked in heavy and hard. Like it kicked in real heavy and hard. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. the first thing, first of all, I broke down. You know, I'm in a cell, nigga, tears coming down, nigga, I'm sweating, nigga, I'm in high desert. First of all, it ain't even hot at this time too. I'm sweating and shit. I'm going through. I'm having these baby visions and shit. I'm just like, man, I can't do this.
And not to mention your mind's fucking with you about the baby mamas because you can't control shit.
No. This the thing with me. I never.
You ain't got no phone
sex. But the baby mamas, it never was like that. I always was like a nigga. Like I never would like once they have babies. I was really like, I'm a nigga, I'm for the streets. Like,
so it wasn't no feelings.
It wasn't even like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like my first baby mama, we had so much ties and connection that I really, like, when I had other kids, that broke what we had going on. So it's like, I kind of neglected that, like, oh, cuz fuck that. Cause I don't want it with nobody else type shit. You know, so even though I had.
That was just your rule.
Yeah, it was my rule. So it was like, I kind of fucked that up with my other baby mamas because they could have been good people, but my mind was like, it was hurt. You know what I'm saying? She got out. She did that for me. You know, just snatch. She took me to a whole nother level. That's who I had my first child with. She had my first boy, my first girl. Even though I did some bullshit, I was forgave for it. So nigga, fuck it. I'm just doing this. This is me.
Nice. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got out. So when I said I was in that little situation, I really neglected that whole little thing. So when I was doing that shit, I started seeing little things. Boom, boom. Like I said, I was in there. I started seeing shit, bro. It was crazy because like.
Give me an example. When you say seeing things.
I'm visioning stuff like I got a towel over my head, bro. First of all, I just bird bath. I'm bird bath. I got the boxers on with the red boxers on. You already know we're in the cell. Red boxers on. I'm sitting in the cell with no shirt, nothing on. I got the towel that I just bird bath with and all that. You know what I'm saying? I just wipe my stuff with my face and all that with. I got that over my head. Mm-hmm. So I'm like over my head. I'm just like this contemplating like, damn, I gotta do something different. You know? My mind started and then I black out like boom, my mom. Like I'm just thought the ground already was like looking like it had dots on it. Mm-hmm. So I'm leaning over like this. So like I black out like type not low key but not fall over. So I'm sitting here and it's like I'm just seeing in the ground like it's a TV. Boom. I'm seeing like my daughter.
You just in your own real deep state of mind.
In my mind. I swear to God, I'm in a state.
And then you got a clear, vivid visual.
It's like sitting on the ground. And it's like I don't see nothing with this. I see my daughter I have now. I see a little baby. I see a little boy. I see the plan. I see I see little stuff. And I just start seeing things. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I see the house. Start seeing shit. I start seeing shit like boom. And something just told me, when I look up, I was like, man, I just want to do something better with myself. And then when I said that, a week and a half later, the case got dropped. I started talking, I got homie like T-Fly, I had Rock Royal, from Minus Behavior, they from the hood. So they getting at me, look man, we can get in this music, I'm gonna get you in this music stuff. Like I know, everybody that I know, they all know your name. Like you was in jail with them, you was somewhere with them, like they really respect you. Like you need to get in this music, you need to start doing this and that. So I'm like, all right. So I started figuring out, like, all right, I'm gonna start getting into some music, I'm gonna start figuring out some music stuff. Then I just started getting into stuff, and then I started finding black literature. I started getting stuff. First of all, I was already in the law library with my first set of stuff. That's why I knew about the law library stuff. But I started finding black literature, start finding stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna just big mama. When I come home, I'm gonna big my kids up. I'm gonna let them know about Nat Turner and know about all these people that they don't show you in the history books because they take the black history from us, right? And I'm like, damn. So
taking the time at that moment when you start picking up literature, basically you start self-teaching yourself.
Right.
From that point of graduating from high school, fucking up in your juvenile and your junior high moments. Now you're at that time frame of your life where you're 24, you got time.
Right.
You're doing your time, you're knocking your time down.
For sure.
But is it safe to say more or less you went in there and you had this epiphany when you blacked out there?
Right.
You had this epiphany,
yeah.
Right? So is it safe to say you decided to say, fuck it, I ain't gonna catch no more time on the yards, I ain't gonna expand my time no longer than I have to?
Right.
How was you? Was you still riding on the yard?
How
was your program?
So I programmed, so that's high desert, boom. So what I did was, now.
And not before you finish, the reason why I asked you that question, because I'm on TV now.
Oh, for sure.
The reason why I asked you that question, because now, when we take a change of venue in our life, when we're men who come from the walks of life, where we come from, now here comes peer pressure.
For sure.
This is the time when the bullshit obstacles that never come your way,
it always
start happening.
So
how was your program?
But and I'm gonna lie to you, it's like my program, even though we was I went from high desert to Ironwood, my program for some reason it was solid. It was like I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm just going to just motivate myself, doing my own little classes at Ironwood, doing the college courses, going through little this, snap, boom. You feel me? I really ran into a lot of homies, Bloods, Crips, all that motivated this type of stuff.
They was doing the same transition.
Like you know what I'm saying? People going home, the yards I went to Ironwood, this is where the life was going at the time to get home. So I walked into a maze of just minds, great minds.
Oh, good. Amazing.
I ran into great minds, like boom, 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 to where I went back to Jamestown. Went back to fire camp. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing in fire camp just now. Even though I caught it probably a couple of months or whatever, but I just started, my mindset started to be different. I started understanding like, all right, this is what this is. And I started seeing things change. I started seeing, that's what made me understand that this is what I need to be doing. Because you start seeing the change.
So let me ask you this question then. Because, you know, this has been a part of my experience of doing time and being behind the bars and them walls, and when the walls cave in on you, it makes you really think about the hood situation, because the kids need to know this.
Well,
this is where the message.
Oh, for sure.
Right, is this is why this shit is not to be glorified, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because when you go to prison, you go to jail, this is where the separation comes at, and find out who your real homies is,
and who really not.
Who really a homie. And that's why I tell you all the time, it's the difference between gang members, gang bangers, and niggas from the sets.
Right.
See, I became all three. First, I was a member. When you move into any neighborhood, you're automatically associated with that hood, so they call you from that hood. So that's like what the cats you knew, they was associated.
Right.
Y'all was all associated from these hoods.
Right.
You were born into it basically because you're family. So just like other cats who was born into it. But the association cats, we are associated because we moved into that community. So we're associated. But now, if you decide to branch off and become a member because you're running around with gang bangers and gang members, now you're associated as a member. Then when you decide to put that work in, you become a gang banger from the set now. You nigga with some words can say something. Nigga. Shut your bust ass up at the meeting. Nigga, you won't even put work. Shut up, nigga.
Real shit.
You can say something.
Real shit.
So,
real shit.
Going through these transitions and being on the yard at this time and deciding I want to give my life to my kids, that wasn't the point in time that you fully just said, all right, I'm just going to stop banging all the time. You just basically, you just kind of separated.
No,
you put that over here.
No, that's not, nope.
What?
I decided, not saying, because when I came out of here, you always get find yourself in situations. That's just regular.
Right.
But what I said, I was going to initiate nothing. I wasn't finna initiate no situation. I wasn't finna go out there like, hey, yeah, them niggas across the street hanging. I'm finna go over there and go get cracking. Now, if somebody had seen me walking down the street and they decided to jump out on me and some shit happens, that's different. I was gonna walk differently. Because I was always on the offense. I was always offense. It was never on defense. When I was on the streets, it was, we up. Let's go, we up, it's time to go. Now, it just, when I came home, it was like my mind, first of all, I went to jail at 24. I got out of jail at 30. I went to jail 23. I went to jail 23 for me 24. I got out of jail from 30 to 31. So when I got out of jail, my mind elevated my growth, being around these people I've been around, all the people so I'm really like just on elevation. And I feel that all the stuff that I watched with the youth, I try not to do, because a lot of times we be bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? You be bamboozled, you see your homies with the big cars. You see homie got the money, we got dough over here. Oh, whoop, BJ over there keep the bitches. Oh, whoop, keep this and that. And they see that, oh, that's what it is about. But they don't tell you about the nigga getting shot in the head. About nigga, oh yeah, baby Tay dead. Ray gone. Nigga, this all my, you know what I'm saying? I name niggas from my squad, nigga that's gone. I just see my homies, nigga, dying in my hands, nigga. I just see homies, nigga, dying in other homies' hands. You know what I'm saying? I didn't walk down the street with homies, nigga, and we think we was going to swap me to do some nigga, and then nigga not here no more. You know what I'm saying? So, and people understand that. And like, people thinking like, oh, anybody that glorify this type of life, they ain't really lived this type of life.
Exactly.
If you glorify, you ain't lived it, because how you gonna be a demon and a treacherous this, that, and live this life every day and project this in the world. You want something different. You want something better. That's just what it is. If you want your kids to live it, because people that do, I see people on the internet all the time like, oh yeah, oh, blood or cuz this or this, that. You niggas is this, that, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, bro, hey, you niggas 50?
Nigga decided to get on when he 40 and 30, son. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
That's like, off the porch with it, nigga. Leave it alone. Let it
leave
go.
That shit alone,
hey, look,
bro.
man, we gonna get ready to ride up out of here in a minute, man. But listen, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Sure.
We sitting here on the red couch, man. Me and OD Slim, man. We right here, man. Fight. When you get up out of there, do your shit.
Right.
Get your real money, homie.
Yeah, right.
Fuck all that other shit, G.
Right.
Get your real money, fight. You a character, bro.
I love it.
And I'm telling you, the people love you. Your people that fucks with you love you, man. Get your money, fight.
For sure.
You did your gangbang thing already. You did your bang, you went down that ride. Right. You did your fighting, you did it all. Get your money now, man. You got to take advantage of this shit.
For sure.
Become a brand, fight.
For sure.
That's a real advice from a real double OG, man. Become a brand. See, let me also give some advice to y'all out there as well, man, because I just did the Reese Cup, a.k.a. Tyrese, man. You know, I used to call him Reese Cup, but I'm going to give him respect, Mr. Tyrese Gibson. But yeah, I got blackballed in the business, man, on a few occasions, man, and it took me out of, equations as far as me being able to be set in some big, monumental, iconic films, bro, and I was co-starring. I had co-starring roles, good roles. Sure. And I played myself out of pocket from my street mentality and my attitude and my strength. And I'm thinking, I got to come to Hollywood this way, nigga. When Suge had already busted that door open, right?
That's me.
But here I come connected with the nigga, but I'm behind him. But I'm thinking, coming from out the Nixon Garden, I ain't with the funny shit regardless, period. Nigga, I'm not sleeping on your couch. I'm not going to the funny ass parties. If I go to the funny parties, nigga, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna turn it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, so I have my barriers, I have my grounds and my rules. And in a lot of ways that cost me. But what really cost me was my attitude, my demeanor, the way I was pressing on shit, the way I was pressing on people. Right. You know what I mean? And so I toned myself down, dog, because just like yourself, I had epiphany, dealing with the industry. And then my kids, me having my twins, now I had to make a decision between my acting career and me being an executive producer in the music, because I had to become a full-time stay-home kid with my father, with my kids. That's how you know what I'm saying? Because I had a Jew manager, Jew PR, and a Jew agent. They had me all over. I was gone. 2004, I would have been out of here.
Right.
07, I had to make a decision. Because, the other parent decided to do something else, so I had to get my baby.
Same thing with me.
You feel me? And raise them on my own.
So
on that note, I say that to say, growth is everything, dog. And I know I'm a speaking living fact when it comes down to change and growth. And all my people out there that know me, really know me, and know that Bonnie Hunter BJ character is true, a real, true, live, living character that lived their life, fulfilled these shoes, size 10 right here, size 10, man. Yeah, size 10. I fulfilled these, nigga. And average niggas can't walk my shoes. And so don't be mad at me because our time surpassed, and we did what we did as men, and we come up in the eras that we come up, and then this new millennium shit is just totally different.
Sure.
Well, we here trying to design and tell y'all as far as changing the narrative, fuck this gang shit. You niggas ain't got to do this shit, bro. You niggas can become astronauts and pioneers and do what we didn't do. You know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure, homie. Pleasure, loved one. Pleasure, man. It was a pleasure. This is what unity look like. This is what unity look like, man. Y'all take that pic right quick, man. Y'all take that pic, TV, man.
For sure.
Get that pic, man. Y'all know my motto, the mighty W. Watts. We are taught to survive. And we out here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby.